Hello there, Bitizens, and welcome to the Killer Bits. My name is Francesca, and today I'm going to be showing you guys another competitive deck, and that is a pirate deck for Ariane, or Ariane, as I like to call it. I have equivalent deck for Venescula, but today I'll be showing you the Ariane deck. And this deck is all about this diamond card, Lady Zay. If you don't have Lady Zay, it's not really worth making a pirate deck, because pirate decks are all about cannonballs. Now, Lady Zay is a 0-cost card, deal 3 damage to rival, plus 3 damage per cannonball in your hand. It is effectively a better Scorpion, because Scorpion straight up just deals 3 damage. This will always deal 3 damage, but does extra for each cannonball in your hand. So we've got to get some cannonballs in our hand. Fortunately for us, we have, Pirate's Hideout, 1 gold cost, add 3 cannonballs to your hand, take 3 damage. We have 2 of those. We have Saucy Wench Deckhand, remove 1 gold from rival, add 2 cannonballs to your hand. And we have Rowdy Cannoneer, sorry. Rowdy Cannoneer, deal full damage to rival, add 1 cannonball to both players' hands. And this is good because this is dealing damage as well as giving you cannonballs. And if you can't tell by now, this is a damage deck. This is a face deck. We are looking to kill our opponent as quickly as we possibly can. Now, if you don't draw Lady Zay, don't worry, because we also have Barker-Toad. Spend 1 cannonball from your hand, deal 7 damage to rival. But if you can get a handful of cannonballs, you can pretty much hit him fairly toughly. Fairly strongly, whatever the word is. On top of that, we have some other ways to deal damage, and a lot of these are 3 health monsters you can see along here, or 5 health monsters, for which having 3 base attack is very useful. So that's why we have the Kaizaj Tournament, and we have the KGP Agents. They will allow you to kill the Saucy Wench Deckhands, to kill the Troll Chuckers, to kill the Haunted Souls in 2 hits, only taking 2 damage, and to kill the Rowdy Cannoneers in 2 hits. Then for extra damage, we have Enfeeble, discard 1 random card, remove 5 attack from your next creature, into Ogre Chieftain and Sergeant Grimspike. So Sergeant Grimspike does 6 damage, and Ogre Chieftain deal damage to rival equal to their total attack plus 4. If your rival's on 2 base attack, this is at least 6 damage, more if they're building base attack, like in the Venescula deck I showed you guys recently. Yeah, beyond that, some kind of utility. We've got Kale, which will help us take out these big monsters. Morwenna is just a good diamond card. Add 3 health to rival's next creature, deal 2 damage. So you're doing a minimum 2 damage up to, a little bit of grief and whatever that can deal with that. But yeah, that's basically the deck. Let's take it for a test drive. I'm currently in Platinum. We're gonna do a rank game here. I'm currently in Platinum. I just hit Platinum today, actually. I managed to get out Gold. I hadn't really been playing so much recently, so I haven't been climbing too hard, but hopefully we'll be able to get into Diamond, she says, getting matched up against a Diamond player. This may not go so well. This is probably a Grief Linza deck, I would have thought. That's the most common kind of Linza that you see, so she's going to be looking to remove my base attack, and she's going to be looking to just basically give me a hard time, more or less. As you can see here, we have drawn the Lady Zay, so we're going to be going straight in with that. We're going to go Kaizaj into Saucy Wench, would give us a couple cannonballs. We'll hold on to Morwenna because she's very good, but we will... maybe we should just actually try and find more cannonballs, honestly. Morwenna's a very good card, but I'm thinking, it's maybe worth trying to find those cannonballs. And unfortunately, we didn't do it. So what we're going to do here is Kaizaj into Saucy Wench, which will give us... 2 cannonballs, so this will mean Lady Zay will do 9 into Troll Trucker into Lady Zay, I think. We'll do 9 with Lady Zay. That's not terrible. I mean, ideally you're wanting to do 12, 15 or more, but this is not the end of the world. Our opponent, however, is equipping Kale, which is the card I have in this deck, a 4-2 weapon, and she's probably going to use it to kill something. Oh, she's going to spend it. That's what I kind of envisioned. I thought she would use the Kale to kill something just because Kale is an expensive weapon, and you can Dust Devil a much cheaper weapon, but she's putting me on 1 base attack. This is kind of something I envisioned from the Grief Linza, so maybe I shouldn't have played the Troll Chucker, seeing as I would have only been on 2 base, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not the end of the world. So we'll do some damage to our rival, get some gold, and then we'll hit her for 9, I believe, with the Lady Zay. Now, I imagine this 1-3 is going into a repurpose. Nope. Oh, spend your weapon and draw cards. Okay, so she's going for card draw. Repurpose is spend your weapon and gain 10 armor. We've got her down to 19 health at this point, but like I say, because this is a grief deck, it's liable to be a bit of a frustrating one to play against. Hopefully, our face strategy does pay off for us, but it could go badly. We'll see. We will see. We do have KGP Agent, so we can get back up to 3 base. But what's liable to happen with a Linza is that she's gonna earn 7 gold. If you get 7 gold, she has a card called Karam. Spend a weapon, and I can't remember what it does. Spend your weapon and fuck over your opponents, basically. So if we KGP, we will discard. So maybe what we do...
I am ready.
is KO, Grimspike, Rowdy Cannoneer, Skeleton Peon. But I imagine that's what she'll do, is she'll try and Karam me. Karam, you spend your weapon and you remove 2 base attack from your opponent. And this is a very common rank deck, and it's one that I'll probably show you guys in the next couple of weeks, this Grief Linda deck. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest. But there we go, she's on 10 health here. And then we'll hit her for 4, so she'll be on 6 health. This is actually going alright. I was more worried about this than maybe I should have been. Perhaps. We'll see. We'll see how this ends up. I mean, I've got her fairly low and she hasn't done any healing, but she's got 12 gold. You know, if she's running full Tetsu like I am, she can heal, what, 7 health and 7 armor? Like, it's fairly nasty. Spend your weapon, remove 2 base attack. Hey, remember that Karam card I told you guys about? Well, there it is. The good news, however, is we just drew Barkatoad, so we can in fact hit her for 7, which will put her on 1 health. Which is pretty good, because we already have the cannonball in our hand from that Rowdy Cannoneer. So let's do that. I think we definitely Barkatoad first slot. That's going to put her on 1 health, right? Oh, we got a second one. I think we Barkatoad... Moena KGP. Honestly, I think that's the best plan here. We'll discard one of these 3 cards, but that's mostly okay. Unfortunately, I'm not going to quite kill her. Well, actually, I'll kill her if she doesn't heal. I'll kill her if she doesn't heal, but we'll see how this works out. We'll see how this works out. It's such a shame that she's got 8 health. So annoying, and there's the heal. Although she's actually only healing for 2 here, because Dag Fledgling... if I more wined the Dag Fledgling, she would have taken 8 damage. I played this in the wrong order. Oh no, it killed her before she could heal, of course. I'm an idiot. Well done, Jagerus. Hey, win a game with 1 base attack. We actually just completed a mission. We are now, we can be underdogs. So these are quests. You can complete quests and get titles, and apparently I've just gotten a title. So that actually worked out okay. And part of why that worked out was because I understood what my opponent was kind of going to do. You know, I didn't play the KGP earlier. I mean, for a number of reasons, but also because if she Karam'd me after I'd KGP'd, she would have removed 2 base, but because you can't go below 1 base attack, the Karam actually only removed 1 base. So we rank up. There we go, and we actually hit Rising Star. So if you're playing ranked, if you can get multiple wins in a row, you'll actually start to climb the ranks a little bit quicker. Should we just go again? I think we should just go again. Taking down diamonds, you guys. See, this is a decent deck. So let's do some more Arianing. Hopefully get, you know, a platinum player this time. Just someone who's maybe at similar level to me. I mean, I'm probably like a low diamond myself, so I shouldn't really complain. But this deck is maybe more of a mid-tier deck than anything else. Anyway, we'll run it again. But you guys hopefully saw, you know, how the deck runs. Building cannonballs, playing, you know, your Barkatoads, your Lady Zays, dealing damage with stuff like your Enfeeble into your... or your Kale into your Grim Spikes and your Ogre Chieftains and that sort of thing. Like, there's very clear ways of playing this deck. Right, what have we got? There's Lady Zay. So if we get Lady Zay, I honestly think it's just worth mulliganing for, more or less, 4 cannonballs. I mean, Alimar saying I probably shouldn't mulligan because then I can't play Barkatoad. But I want to hold on to a Skeleton PM. That will give us more options. There we go. So we got Saucy Wench. So we'll go Kaizaj, Saucy Wench. Oh, we can't afford Barkatoad. That's annoying. I think we go Kaizaj, Saucy Wench, and Skeleton Peon. And we'll look to do, you know, the cannonball damage next turn. Oh, you cheeky minx! I should have seen that one coming. Add 1 cost to your opponent's next support. So I can't afford to play the Kaizaj. That is very cheeky. Well played. I mean, that's a very common Ozan strategy. And I really should have seen it coming. To be honest, like, it's incredibly common. And being on 3 attack, base attack is better for this deck. So unfortunately I took some damage there that I didn't really have to. We do have, like I said, Tetsu in here. So we've got options for healing if we need to. But hopefully it won't have to come to that. Oh, that was so cheeky. So we got another Saucy Wench. So we can actually get up to 4 cannonballs here, I believe. The only problem is if you have too many cards in your hand, then you can't really play the cannonballs. Right, I think what we do here is we ally Morrisane, Pirate's Hideout, tank 4 damage, and hope we don't die. That's 7 damage. Oh, maybe that's not smart. That'll put us on... Oh, maybe we Barkatoad into Lady Zay. So we'll get 3 more cannonballs, so we'll be on 5 cannonballs. Which means we'll do 7 damage with this, removing 1 cannonball, putting us on 4 cannonballs and 15 with this. So we're doing 22 damage this turn and taking 3. Yeah, I think that's probably worthwhile. Unless we played Saucy Wench, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cannonballs. No, I don't think we have the hand space for it, honestly. Okay, so this is probably going to be a skeleton. Oh, Ketsek. Holy shit. So he's gone for damage there. Oh, he's got a weapon. Of course he's going to kill a Ketsek. I'm an idiot. Well, I just don't know what I'm talking about, apparently. So I'm on... Shit, I'm on 8 health. Our first turn was kind of unfortunate. Like, his removing our Kaizaj was really quite costly for us. But this is still good. This is still good. He's on 23, and then we're going to hit him here for 15, I believe? So if we hit him for 15 here, he's now on 8. And we're on 8. So, like I say, this is a very strong strategy if you can get it to play. The problem we really have at the moment is we don't really have much gold, so we can't quite full Tetsu, which is would be nice to do. Saying that, we have Kale and we have Enfeeble, so we do have options for killing, you know, some of those slightly stronger beasties, but we are going second, which, I mean, it's an advantage in that, you know, we had more chance to draw more cannonballs, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. So we can Enfeeble Sergeant Grimstrike and deal 6 damage. That'll put us on 3 gold. And then we Kale the Troll Chucker, I think. Because we don't want to tank the Troll Chucker, do we? And we're not on 3 base. See, this is what I mean by this deck requiring 3 base, ideally. So that Kaizaj Grief was actually quite costly for us. Let's go. Steal up to 2 gold from rival. Okay. So he's not hit me. That's actually fine, I think. Right. Deal 6 damage to rival. So he's going to be on 2 health. Oh, I just discarded my Tetsu. He's dead! Oh, we win. He's just killed himself because he's taking 3 to deal 5. Then we're going to hit him for 6 and then we win. Oh. So other than that painful play at the start that I really should have envisioned, I hope you guys do see the power of the Lady Zay Barker Toad pirate deck. It is for sure a strong deck. I mean, here you can see me running it in ranked at platinum level. I beat a diamond player. I beat this Ozan player who was another platinum player who now wants to be my friend. Hopefully, I don't know, so maybe so he can avoid me in ranked. But that's kind of how the deck runs. It's fairly self-explanatory, you know. Like, there's no particularly complicated combinations in it. But I will say that for the Ariane deck, I really do feel like you need Lady Zay. And I mean, Kaizaj as well is really good because it's cheap AP gain, and that's kind of what you want. I mean, you could go for maybe something like a Nastroth, but Nastroth you have to earn 4 gold to pay for. Whereas Kaizaj is, you know, you give gold to your opponent, but most of the time your opponent should have enough gold in their deck anyway that giving them gold's not super costly. Kale, you can swap out. You could go for maybe something like a Sergeant Slimetoes. He is my kind of go-to replacement for Kale, if I can spell Sergeant S-E-R? Surgeant. There we go. I knew I had an A in it somewhere. Sergeant Slimetoes is an alternative if you need the weapon. But honestly, if you were taking Kale out, I would maybe replace it with something like a Scorpion or a Ring of... not a Scorpion, sorry. You may as well use their spell. Wind Strike, which is in here somewhere. Wind Strike. Remove 3 health from your rival. Or, you know, some more damage. Like, Kale is only in there to really kill Ogre Chieftain and Sergeant Grimspike, which you can do with Enfeeble anyway. So that is a way of making the deck cheaper, but ultimately I do think you need these 2 cards. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the deck in the comments below. If there's any deck you want me to show you guys next week, you know, let me know that. I know I've had requests for Book Ariane, for Linza. I might do the Grief Linza, for example, that we just saw the opponent play. Something like that. Let me know in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. Beyond that, if you want to get social and keep up to date with the Kilobits, you can find us on social media. I know last week I wasn't very well, so I wasn't able to make a video. And you can find out about that sort of thing as well as our other videos on our social media, on Facebook at facebook.com/thekilobits, and on Twitter at thekilobits. And if you want to support the Kilobits further because you enjoy the content that we make, we have a Patreon where you can give us a Kappa coin or 2 at patreon.com/thekilobits. And finally, if you want to catch me live streaming Chronicle, you know, if our weekly video isn't enough of a fix for you, I do stream Chronicle weekdays fairly often at twitch.tv/Jagex. So maybe hit the follow button over there. And I'll catch you guys next week with another Chronicle video. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.